Oh, good girl.
On this peaceful farm in the small town of Sykesville, Maryland, John Mayo is learning to take care of 20-year-old retired racehorse Lucy.
On paper, we're learning the anatomy of the horse. We're learning what to look for, how the horse is thinking, how he's feeling. Not on paper, we're learning compassion and trust and patience and empathy and selflessness.
All attributes John plans to use in his second chance. See, these rolling hills are a sharp contrast to the concrete and barbed wire of nearby Central Maryland Correctional Facility. That's where John's serving a sentence for a marijuana charge.
All of the men who are here have some sort of a checkered past. That is true, and they take responsibility for the reasons that they're here.
This is Second Chance's farm. John and 7 other inmates are learning to groom and care for horses. It's a partnership between Maryland's Department of Public Safety and Correctional Services and the Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation. They're earning a certificate that'll help them qualify for a job while saving these thoroughbreds from neglect, abuse, and slaughter. Not every inmate qualifies for this program. They can't be incarcerated for certain offenses, and they have to be at the lowest security level.
And it is a high bar. This is not something where you can just kind of show up without studying and get a passing grade.
Would you say that Mary saved your life?
Definitely. I was on a dead-end road. I was destined to be an old drunk. I was an alcoholic. I was destined to be an old lonely drunk. I've changed. A lot, and I think horses had a lot to do with that.
Malcolm Cox says he's learned a lot of lessons, but some of the most impactful he's learned directly from 19-year-old Mary Wins, or Mary for short.
Horses can read your emotions. They actually teach you how to work on your anger issues, how to have confidence, how not to be selfish. I've gotten way more out of this program than I ever thought I would.
Then Malcolm and Mary taught me a lesson.
So if you're nervous and afraid, they feel the same way. If you're confident, and if you move around them with a purpose, they just fall right in line.
The goal is to put them in the best position possible to return as full citizens, to be able to be good neighbors, to be an active part of their community and not, set aside as something less than.
The Biden administration estimates more than 60% of people leaving prison are unemployed a year later. This program tilts these men towards success and not statistics.
It affects your jobs. It affects a lot of your future. It means a lot because we both get a second chance. These guys don't deserve, to be left behind, and I feel like neither do we.
Sounds like coming here gives you hope.
It does. It does.
And maybe a new direction. At Second Chance's farm in Maryland with the good side, I'm Debra Alfarone.